Okay, we're back. Hey, welcome back in. Not sure who this normie guy is actually, but he's actually invited us there literally as soon as I logged in, which was mad. Oh, we rack up some duos. Unless he wants to come in, but I don't think he does by the sounds of it. I don't think well, there's a little bit. Well, I mean, it's literally about 4 seconds, or at least it should be. I mean, it's as close as I can get it, unfortunately. Okay, fair. It's about, like, it's a... Between OBS and streaming from Xbox and stuff, I can't get any closer. I would be able to do so on Twitch, but I don't really have any interest in streaming on Twitch. Like, Twitch is one of them that if you want to ever do anything on it, you kind of have to stick to the same game. Like, if you want to grow on that platform. And as you can just see there, I can't stick to one game. Yeah, if you want to grow, just play whatever you feel. Yeah, that's it, exactly. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not confident I'll ever grow. But if I do grow, and I say if, it'll be basically me playing what I want to play still. I'll give you an example. The AFC is going to launch in a few weeks. I will play a lot of that. Right? Say hypothetically I get an audience through that game. I'm not going to keep playing that game if I'm not enjoying it. And that's not knocking on the audience that comes in to watch it or whatever it may be. If I'm not having fun with it, there's no point in me playing it, because I wouldn't come across as the best version of me if I'm not enjoying it. And then I feel like I'm wasting your time as well, if that makes sense. Like, to me, it's more about trying to have fun with it. And if I can have fun with it, it comes across to you that I'm having fun with it. I mean, literally in 60 seconds of Fall Guys, I've already had more fun than what I had in 60 minutes of Starfield. Again, not knocking on Starfield, it's not a stream game. Not unless you've got like hundreds of people in the chat that can interact with each other and keep each other busy. Yeah, but I feel that did happen because I was just looking for Fall Guy creators. No, I get that. So I do. Like, obviously, if I'm playing, we'd say, again, we say I'm playing Fall Guys, people are going to search for Fall Guys, they'll find you through it. I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm just trying to have fun with it. Like, it won't be for everyone. Like, there'll be some people that come on just to see someone play Fall Guys, we'd say, and if they're not playing Fall Guys, they don't want to watch them. And again, I understand that, that's perfectly fine. But I just feel it's better served that if I'm having fun with it, then that means you can have fun with it. If I'm not enjoying the stream and it comes across I'm not enjoying the stream, it's not fair on you either. Like, I don't want to waste your free time. Like, I mean, you only have so much time in the day, and the fact that you're spending watching, you know, that's everything. So if I'm sat here wasting your time and I'm not enjoying it, it means you're not. And again, it's just not fair on you. So that's why the way I look at it is I'll only ever play games that I'm enjoying. So like I said, for example, when EAFC launches, I will play quite a bit of it. However, if I'm not enjoying it, and we say I've got 30 people that are watching me just because of it, I'll apologise, but I won't keep playing it just to please them. Because again, it's not fair on them. I appreciate that, mate. I really do. I'll try. Is this what I mean? I'm positive when I'm playing this because I'm enjoying it on stream. It's just different vibes. Like, when I'm playing Starfield, it's very hard to interact and kind of keep things going with you because there's not a lot happening on screen. Like, it's that sort of game that unless there's like other people in the chat to keep you happy, it kind of falls flat. You should start streaming, honestly. Do you know what would do really well for you? It'd be actually shorts. Because you're playing fair bit of Fall Guys and you're good at it, I reckon shorts would do well for you. What you want to do is download an app on your phone called CapCut. It's a free app. It's very easy to use and it's very easy to edit videos and stuff on it. Don't mind some FIFA raging. Hey, I'll put it this way. I need someone to play duos with, remember? So you might be doing a lot of raging on stream, yeah. Used to use CapCut for school projects. Okay, so you're familiar with it then. Better again. Cherries. Oranges over there. Beside me? Okay. Crap. I honestly don't remember which one this is. The fact that I've survived that is a miracle. I shouldn't have clipped that just because of it. I wasn't really paying attention. Watermelon and grape bandana. Again, the fact that I've survived that is a miracle. I would clip it, but it's going too quick for me now. I'm focusing on jumping here instead of actually seeing what's what. I think it's here. Yeah, I should have used your tactic and got up in the middle there. If we work up the cross-platform thing over there. How was it with Pro Clubs? Actually, Pro Clubs is cross-platform in the next FIFA. And so is duos and everything. So the whole lot is cross-platform. Now I'll just have to download the old gen version as well, but I don't mind that, I've got space. It is bloody brilliant indeed. That's what I mean. Like I said, I need a duos, buddy. At least that way we can have two people raging on stream. Yeah, crap. It's like I'm drunk or something. Damn it. Oh. I can't jump. What is wrong with my guy? Here we go. Yeah, we made it. We'll get some wood out of it. Yeah, exactly. Different. Because to be honest with you, the only way I think I'm going to have fun with the AFC, other than SBCs and stuff like that, when I'm playing rivals and that, is having someone on duos with. Because again, it's the sort of thing that I think if I just stream ordinary rivals by myself, people get bored of it very quickly. Whereas if I do some duos with one of the mods or one of the viewers, even, or whatever it may be, it's something different. And obviously pro clubs, everyone can be involved. Which I think makes more sense. Like, for example, today on Rivals could be you, tomorrow could be Isaac, tomorrow, the day after could be Max. And then after the day after that, we could all literally be on pro clubs. Just changes it up and gives you something different each day. Because again, it's that sort of thing that if it's the same thing daily, then you're going to get fed up with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it gives different engagement, we'd say, and different concepts and different ideas. Because like, if it's the same thing every day, you kind of get fed up with it. It's just my thoughts or opinion on it anyways. But I'd rather kind of have something different. Well, that went well. I didn't think they attacked the ones that weren't red. Because initially, we'd say launch week, I do have an idea for a video already. And what it'll be is the most boring thing possible, but I'll do the main part of it on a stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them 4,600 FIFA points to do a draft, and then I'm going to do a video afterwards to show the pack results from it. So I can have the title of basically, this is what 4,600 points of draft looks like. Or this is what it gets you. But I do think it gets overlooked. Especially early days. My goat. My goat. We're gonna clip that. Huge dub. That is a huge dub. Never won that one. See, I made a mistake on that one, and a big mistake. I just assumed that when the tentacles came up, that if you're on a square that wasn't red, you would be okay initially. And it turns out I was wrong. Because the first square it hit was the one I was stood on. We'll take that though. So the gas part is already on this Fall Guys stream. I've had more views in 14 minutes than I have had in an hour of Starfield. This is the thing, I only wish I did it sooner. It's a different concept from playing. Actually, I reckon you'll do quite well, no, with your skills. God damn. That was a violation. Yeah, it's the thing, like, you can edit it down into a VOD, you can download it from YouTube, we'd say, and make a VOD out of it, like I did with one the other day, but you can't download it instantly, so you kind of have to wait about 10 hours for everything to sync up on YouTube fully before you can download it. Now, you can still edit through CapCut, which is again what I've done. If I was more professional, I'd use DaVinci Resolve or one of them. Yeah, it's no problem at all. No problem whatsoever. Should touch grass. Yeah, what's that? I only see grass when I'm at work. That and the new update, grass, yeah. I really should try that middle one, but I just know I'll butcher it. Like I've already butchered this. Oh my god, no. Lost all momentum. Let's go. Okay, Jumpy Club. Hey. Oh, that's a clip to edit down to a short uploaded. Hopefully I don't butcher this one. Can only hope. Okay. Survived. Tried to grief a little too hard. Yeah, that's usually that's usually where I go wrong, is what I should say. I either try and grief or get griefed, and then I'm not good enough to grief. Oh no. This could be the end for us. This is the problem. This could be the end for us. Oh Lord. Crap. Forgot about the top line. That's on me, that one. Wait. Where is it? I've ran down the wrong bloody line. Apologies. Again, this is on me. I absolutely fluffed that. And I've done so again, have I? I have, yep. I'm panicking. I'm a hindrance. Fuck. I've absolutely been no use here whatsoever. Yeah, that's on me. Alright, Mini Snake, mate, how are we? How we keeping, lads? Yeah, my brain doesn't process this quick enough, Max, honestly. No, I'm not doing too bad, except for the fact that I've just absolutely cost us there. You're over the moon. Love it, mate. And you've been smashing it. That's not the center spot. It's hit 2.2k as well, mate, I see. Not at all. Not at all. At least I could do. Honestly. This is the thing, because you've got plenty of content from the likes of clubs and stuff that you can absolutely rinse and get something out of it. And clubs is one of them that, like, the most random crap can happen. So it does genuinely give you something different each time. The analytics is correct, by the way. So if it says 2.7, mate, you're smashed it. That means what it's currently at, and it'll probably update around 9:30, give or take. As in on YouTube itself. But yeah, smashed it, honestly. That's what you love to see. Man. Again, it's all down to you. As I was saying to you, you can mix it up, you can do different types of stuff. Like, for example, the last couple of days, I've tried different ones. They failed miserably. Can't lie, they have failed. But it was one of them kind of things I thought, I'll try them, see how they go. If they don't work, then at least I've tried something different on the channel. You will get some people that will. I wouldn't panic on it. Like, it's never going to be 100% positive. I'll give you an example. I put up a Fall Guys video yesterday, I want to say. Bear with me. I'll actually go check. I think it was yesterday. Let's see. Videos. So I put one up, yes, yesterday, right? About has 15 views. But if I look into the analytics of it, it is literally hovering at about 25% click rate. And watch time is only about 4.5 to 5 minutes. So it's only got like a 50% retention, which means it isn't going to get pushed. Unfortunately, there's certain things you can't control. But, you know what I mean? This is the thing, but you won't please everyone, unfortunately. Like, for example, take into consideration you have 2.7k. That 2.7k, if it was on, we'd say, a format that was 50 seconds, it'd be pushed to the moon by YouTube. On a shorter one, they don't push it as much. But if it's a higher length, if it's a longer length video, we'd say, and it's got even 70% retention, it'll get pushed that bit more. It's a hard one to balance. Because obviously if you make a longer short, it might not have that hook. Which is why I tend to kind of stick with ones that are, would say, around 15 seconds, because as long as it's got quite a good retention, it doesn't matter if people dislike it at times. It'll still get pushed because it's got a high retention. But technically speaking, a 45-second short is better. But if people aren't watching it, it's worse. Does that make sense? Yeah, if people aren't hooked on long ones, it isn't going to work. Like, even if people are disliking short ones, we'd say, and it'll be a very, very, very small minority. As long as the retention time is, we'd say, above 90%, it'll get pushed. If you do a longer one, it has to have a retention above 70% or it won't get... it just won't get pushed. Yeah, no, I do get you. Like, again, I put out some absolute stinkers. And I mean stinkers. Like, technically speaking, from a creative standpoint, I wouldn't call them stinkers. I just mean stinkers by the fact that just no engagement. Yeah, exactly. If you check your retention, it'll give you a better idea of what I mean. Yeah, there is some people that are like that, honestly. Unfortunately, it's just one of them things at YouTube. Like, Like, not everyone's going to be happy all the time. Damn it. How have I missed that? I've had a nightmare here. He got away. No way. Well, I'll take the controller down here. Thought mine was in state of free, but I thought this was bad because the actual quality clip. Yeah, like, again, it goes back to, remember what I said to you about one of Keats's? Like, it's one of his highest viewed ones, and the quality is pear-shaped, like the quality of it is genuinely like it was recorded off a potato. It's just sometimes I find that algorithm. And when it does find it, it gets pushed. The thing you have to remember is, like, you could go through a spell where your shorts just do nothing for a week. Regardless of what you do. Could be Spielberg quality production and they just don't catch. Do you know what I mean? Like, they just don't take off at all. And then we'd say, the following week, you put out 4 stinkers and 2 of them will just go absolutely to the moon. I think I was bad, quite helps it. It all depends. Like, for example, that one you did, because people were expecting something because of the way it was set up, it just helps it so much. It's kind of like, you know, when you see a pack opening from, I don't know, we'd say Rotashaw as an example, and the beat drops and you expect this mad pull, and the next thing you get a fart noise because it's just an absolute stinker. It keeps you watching because you're expecting something, and all of a sudden it makes you laugh because you didn't get what you were expecting. You expected a dub and you ended up with absolute poop. But it's funny, it's interesting, it's different. Sometimes, and I've found myself, and I'm guilty of overthinking it, sometimes shorts like that are just way better off to do. Ones where you don't have to think and overanalyze everything of it. Oh, I've just been violated. No, I'm not saying that's always the thing. But I'd be upset when I thought that I thought Rose showed the search from the hype songs he put in his vids. This is the thing. Like, he was always very good at the reverse, the Uno reverse, if you like. Like I said, when that beat drops and you just think, oh, it's Ronaldo now, it's going to be Messi, or it's going to be like a Neymar, and then all of a sudden it's a Buddy Barbo or something. I'm not sure you came up with that one yourself. You could have. Yeah, again, it keeps people engaged. Because like I said, they're expecting something, and then you reverse it and flip it, and they get something else. But they still get quality content of it. Sometimes, like, you can go too basic with, say, with a title, like I do. I've noticed that. But again, I've been experimenting with it more. Like, for example, if you put what's going to happen in the title, and see the title, and just kind of watch the first bit of the clip, and they go, well, we know what's coming, so meh. I'll give you an example. Say you pack Team of the Year Van Dijk, and you put that as the shorts title. Well, they already know you've packed Team of the Year Van Dijk, so they don't really need to watch it to see anything else. Because they know you've got it. Does that make sense? Like, sometimes you want them to engage, but if you put it in there, like, oh, I packed Team of the Year Van Dijk in a pack. Now, if it's in a VOD format, you might get them to watch until they see the point of where you pack him. But if it's in a short format, it's like, well, you packed Team of the Year Van Dijk, I don't need to watch that, I already know you got Team of the Year Van Dijk. Let's see. Bear with me a second, let me just go into it real quick. Shorts. You have 4 shorts up that I can see. I can see the Ronaldo one. I can see the ref putting the ball down the wrong spot. Oh, I know what you're saying there on that one. You see, that one's just a glitch. That one's funny. Now, you could have maybe titled it, "What the hell's the ref doing?" or "Hi, welcome in, mate. How are we?" You could have titled it something along the lines of, you know, "What's the ref doing?" or something like that. But I mean, again, you're not wrong. It still works. It's just like something like if you're. It's just something I've noticed from before, that if you're putting in, let's say, I packed X, Y, or Z as the title of a short, and most people don't really want to click on it. How are we, mate? I actually don't. I actually not sure what I should say your name is as such. NVR5802. First I was going to put ref, but that looks too basic. The thing with titles, and now NVR is actually really good with shorts as well, by the way. And I mean, like, really good. So he'd be able to give you a bit more context on titles and stuff for shorts. But the thing with shorts is, like, you don't want to have like 50% of the title be hashtags, if that makes sense. You kind of want like half your space and at least be like an actual title. But I mean, I'm terrible at titles myself, so I can't talk. Again, like I said, I just kind of mess around with shorts a bit, just to experiment a bit. Well, the last week's worth of that I've done have been. That's what I get for messing. I mean, I should have focused and put more effort in, but. See, the thing with messing around with shorts is you could just get one that absolutely pops off for you. Like, you just don't know what the next meme-worthy thing is going to be. Like that. Like, it's one of them that's kind of hard to know. Like, there's no right or wrong. The best thing I can say to you is throw enough shit until something sticks. And I know that sounds mundane and basic, but it's just the way it is. Like, you keep firing stuff, eventually something works. But actually, you will have days where you could throw something up and nothing works. That could happen for a week, 2 weeks. Just don't get dejected by it. Like, NVR, for example, has some insane shorts. And then some mightn't go as well. Even though some of them might be edited better than others. And that's not me dumping any of them, because I think all the shorts are good. But just sometimes they don't catch on the way they should. It's just one of them things with them, but if you keep experimenting, something will go off. Honestly. Just don't be afraid to go for it. I am absolutely honking here today. It tells you where my head is. The fact that I'm the last one left in our squad just tells me enough. And I ain't gonna survive much longer because that fan is very quickly approaching. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the first one thought they would do better than the ones today. See, this is the thing. Like, you look at the first two you've done, you look at the editing that's gone into them, the quality of the edit. Like, they are very well done. It's just, sometimes certain things go and sometimes certain things don't. This is it, exactly. And that's a very good point, Zay. Like, what do you find you click on yourself? I mean, one of the most important part of, we'd say, content and shorts and stuff like that is research. Like, how would I put it? Say, for example, the Jadon Sancho stuff, right? I experimented a bit today. I put out a few things around it. I was as well off to a piston to the wind. Nothing, no views, nothing. Dead in the water, right? And the reason I didn't get anything from it is because so many other content creators out there are on that. And they're all way bigger than I'll ever be. So the average person that's going to click on theirs, they're not going to give a monkey's about mine. It's just the way it is. I'm not going to gain anything out of it because everyone else wants to see everyone else's point on Sancho rather than me putting up stuff on it. So while it is good to look at it from a viewer's perspective, you just have to be careful not to go down the rabbit hole of, oh, well, he's talking about Sancho, they're talking about Sancho, I should talk about him too. Because, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but for example, Mark Goldberg talks about Jadon Sancho, we'd say, right? Everyone clicks on Mark Goldberg just to hear what he says. They're not going to care about what I say. But if I can put some sort of a twist on it that gets people's interest, then I've got a chance. Now, at the same time, if it doesn't get anyone's interest, then it's going to flop hard. Like what happened with the ones I put up earlier. Sometimes you take a chance on it. How are we, mate? Welcome in. It's one of them that's, don't be afraid to experiment. Like, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Exactly. Just remember, like, everyone kind of tries to work in a niche. Like, I was on about this with another YouTuber called Aramis Gaming. And going into EAFC 24, he's kind of trying to figure out what he wants to do, we'd say. I said big YouTubers on the same players and they got so well. Yeah, it's I'll give you an example of what I mean by niche, right? Aramis kind of does a bit of everything, right? And if you become a jack of all trades, you become a master of none. What I mean by that is, right, say for example you've got Road to Glory in your title of your stream. Oh, fair. Like, say if, hypothetically, how would I put it? If your title is Road to Glory, right? Most people are going to be looking at the likes of, we'd say, last year's Road to Glory. Or they might be looking like at an AJ3 Road to Glory or an Angry Ginger or whoever it may be, we'd say, right? There's only so many Road to Glory series they can keep up with. So unless your content is on par with theirs, and your production and your quality and everything else, they drop yours and keep theirs. Now that's not a disrespect to anyone in particular, I'm just using it as an example. Like, they're going to stick with the big ones, basically, is what I'm getting at. Because the production value is there. Again, it's not a knock on anyone. It's just how things mainly go. It might do well in the beginning, then it'll drop off. There's another guy I know on YouTube called Mumbo Elite. Now, Mumbo has his own niche, which is trading. Now, if you search Mumbo Elite on YouTube, just for context sake, I'll bring him up because I haven't searched his in a while. Mumbo's on 13k now. Yeah, welcome back in. Like, Mumbo's on 13k as it is, right? His channel is literally FIFA trading. That's it. FIFA trading, you might see it. Oh. Yeah, no worries at all. You're alright. Basically, to put it into context, you need to figure out your own niche. It's just something I need to do myself. Yeah, sorry, hold on. You can, of course. Oh, crap. This guy sent me a few invites earlier, actually, so I'm just going to invite him in. No worries at all. Thanks for popping in. Okay, again, anytime. Like I said, I'll hit you up on the Discord anyways. I was gonna say, don't be afraid to drop us a DM on it. Just in case, I did actually forget to pin my epic tag earlier because I'm an idiot. This tells you why I'm a fraud. Pin. Hopefully. Hopefully we do, mate. Actually, I see this Normie 7 is still in the game. This could just be bad timing. I'll let you vote on do we actually spectate currently. I'll give him a few seconds just to see. Do 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 do. It's no worries. I'm not gonna lie, I was debating it myself. I really was. But I thought better not. Remake to glory. Because I ain't good enough for any of these. Yeah, I do love this map too. Even if half the time I'm terrible at it. I'm terrible at it 50% of the time, every time. Okay. That actually wasn't a bad effort from the squad at all. Oh, unlucky, mate. Go on. Yeah, that wasn't a bad effort. Things you love to see. That's what I mean with that map. Either like getting the top percentage of, we'd say, as in like the top 10, or I end up in the bottom 10. Like, there's no in between for me at all. In the words of Gennaro Gattuso when he was doing that interview, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Basically, when he was doing that interview, he was describing my Fall Guys ability. OBS? That's for big edge. Unfortunately for me, I'm a Man United fan, which, yeah, let's just say that went well. Now, I have to say, the reason for the, well, it's actually Celtic, believe it or not. Two reasons. First being I'm Irish, and secondly, this will give you an insight to what I used to be like when I was drinking. Went to a music festival a few years ago. To make a long story short, woke up with a big Celtic Dragon tattoo on my shoulder. Yeah, don't go drinking at festivals. So the name is basically a reminder of that tattoo. Not that I need a reminder, I mean it is permanent. It's kind of like be careful what you do kind of thing. And I actually do respect Big Ange. I actually think he's a good manager. Despite what people are saying, I think he'll do well at Spurs. I mean, he's been dealt a terrible hand with them getting rid of Kane like that, and he's still actually getting the performances out of them. Now, I know they had a bit of a banana skin, we'd say, in the cup, but I mean, he started a long process with them. Not to mention, Z in the chat here is a big West Ham fan. And despite all the Moyes talk, they're actually doing quite well. Isn't that right, Z? West Ham off. Massive. Oi, Governor, massive club. Love it. Yeah, gets a job. I think I am the special one, and I think I am a very good manager. I also think that I do not get enough respect. I win 3 titles. 3. Respect. Respect me. Yeah, you got it. Jose Mourinho. I mean, if I keep doing accents like that, everyone's gonna leave. Cristiano Ronaldo. Suey. I do not know what you mean. I've only seen the memes. That's about all I've seen. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not sure where I Show Meat actually came from. Can't say I mind him, but he's just too loud for me. No disrespect to him, look, he's obviously got his following for a reason. Oh my god, I'm having a nightmare here. Yeah, man. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone for that. I choked it hard. Unlucky, mate. That's on me, that one. I bottled it. You can blame me for that one. Well, not for turning off your internet, but for bottling it. That was literally one of them runs there where there's not a lot you could have done. RNGesus was not on my side. So I was going to say, we seem to have a few football fans in here, so... he probably left after the iShowSpeed stuff. He was like, no, I'm out. You heard the iShowSpeed stuff, like, nope, I'm done. Not playing with this guy anymore. So I was going to say, as soon as we have a few in, is there actually anyone here that's football fans of any clubs in particular? The white bean. Love it. More of a World Cup fan. You can respect it. Definitely can respect it. Obviously, Team USA. USA, USA. So I'll have to ask, favorite player? Nah, again, I can respect that. Although I'm not so, what I say, I'm a United fan all my life, so I've seen the good and the bad times, we'd say. I'm not sure how anyone can pick up on them at the minute. Because at the minute, we're a bit mudded. And people can say what they want about that game yesterday, but realistically speaking, Arsenal deserved the win. Like, I can have no complaints about them winning that game, honestly. Like, well, I thought the ref was a bit iffy and decisions didn't go our way, but realistically speaking, we got what we deserved from that game. No, I'm still here. Sorry, I only just looked up at the screen and realised. Yeah, go for it. Or do I have to set it? Oh, solos? What's going on here? Hold on. Ah, that's alright. I was thinking for a second. I think it's fine, it's alright. That's what I get for looking at Twitter on my phone. Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm still on Twitter and not on Instagram and that sort of stuff. I know. Or I should say X now. No, that Elon Musk has gone and butchered it. I mean, realistically speaking, I don't see why he spent all that money on it. I mean, obviously it's pocket change to him. But he spent all that money on it to do what with it? Like, he goes on there and puts on troll posts himself. I mean, he could do that anyways without having to buy it. Oh my god, I'm having a nightmare here. I can't even get past this thing. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to carry hard here because I have been literally hit by every obstacle and everything possible. So, yeah, don't expect much here. Oh my. That was honestly probably the worst run I've ever had on like. Oh my. I should have clipped it actually, yeah. I think it might be too late now, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I think my Xbox only records the last 30 seconds when I do that. If not, I can get it back off the stream anyways. I literally think every obstacle and every object that was there I hit. I don't think there was a single thing I didn't. Oh, bloody hell. But yeah, basically I end up on Twitter and the amount of random crap that comes up now on it from what it used to be. It's turned into a bit of a cesspool. Because all that literally seems to pop up on my timeline for some reason is all this Dylan Dennis stuff with Logan Paul. A bit of football stuff. And then you'll have like Elon Musk trolling or something. It's literally turned into like, what the hell is this? I mean, it used to be a time when it was alright for information and stuff. And again, this isn't going well. This is one of them runs. Yeah. Thank God you're across that finish line, because I am having a nightmare at the minute. This is where I need to focus up. Because I am going to cost it. Yeah. Give them a chance. Reel them in. Well, it's over now. Give them a chance, and I'm done with this one. Reroll the thing. This never ends well. Oh no. Yeah, absolutely floopered this. Thanks be to God you're smashing it, because I'm still like on the second wall. God damn. What's wrong with my guy? It won't jump. Oh no. Rip. Oh no. Get over the wall. Can I at least get like a point? Yeah, for some reason my controller doesn't register it when I do it. I don't know why. It must be because I think I need to update my controller. That could be part of the issue, and the other part of the issue is me. Because some of my inputs seem a bit off. Yeah, definitely a skill issue. Definitely. Of course, it's a skill issue. I'm just terrible at the game, like. I'm not even seeing any. I mean, normally I'd at least see one before I can, miss it. There we go. Let me get one. God damn. I haven't seen one in ages. What's going on? Run! Oh, thank God. Need spine. Oh, I'm gonna lie to Max for ages there when we're stuck on it. I didn't even see one. It was there going, oh, we're gonna choke this now, aren't we? I was like, I can't even see one, never mind get to it. And see, yeah, I believe it or not, I've never actually broke a controller that way. Surprisingly. Well, I'm just going to tell you straight away here, I'm as well just to drop to the bottom because I am terrible at this, as we've already established. I've just literally taken out every bit of the floor. Nice. Ew. Go away, Undertaker. God damn you. Uh-oh. Bad temper, yeah. Oh, hey, put it this way, if you're playing duos with me, you're going to break a few more controllers. Oh, I'm literally just going to take out all of the bottom floor here. Let's try and cut him off a bit. Yeah, Max, try not to drop down because I have most of the bottom floor just literally wiped out. Oops. Ooh. Yeah, I'm screwed. Yeah, I've absolutely butchered that. Yeah, no worries at all. You're okay. I can wait. But yeah, no, I've never actually smashed a controller that way, Zay. Like literally, in all my years of gaming, I've only broken one controller, and it wasn't by temper. Literally by accident, where it fell off like the side. And I think what happened to it was like the two back buttons bumped out of it. Oh, you're wrong. I can have a temper when I'm gaming, like especially AFC or FIFA. Oh, there's been a few moments where you're just like, oh my god. Which is why I usually end up dropping it. Like I said earlier, if I'm not enjoying something, I ain't gonna play it. Which is why the likes of Game Pass suits me more. Objects suffer from me playing. I mean, this is why I like Game Pass, because I can just... It doesn't cost me to play the game. So, like... If I don't enjoy it, I can bin it. I think it's just competitive aspect that's messing. No, I get that 100%. I honestly do. It's just that for me, like, it's So if I'm not enjoying it, I'll bin it. Like, if for example, FIFA now, I've logged in like I'd say a handful of times in the last 3 months, genuinely. I'd see Kvaradona is going to be an absolute unit in the AFC, by the way. Apparently he's 86 rated, 5-star, 5-star. Even from Cook Me in NHL games. I get that. I really do. See, I used to as well, and then about, I want to say 4 years ago, I took a break from all games. Except for, like, you know, a couple of mobile games, we'd say. Stopped gaming completely. And then when I came back into it, I won't say my attitude changed, but I just learned to kind of relax with it a bit more. I won't say I appreciated it more, but I just kind of was more chill with it. Try not to let it get to me. I looked at it as basically, it's my hobby. Enjoy it. I know it doesn't exactly make 100% sense, but you kind of get the gist of it. Like, if I let it get the better of me all the time, then there was no point. No, don't get me wrong. Like that, again, I still have my moments. But, you know what I mean. Yeah, apparently there's some decent upgrades with the ratings. I forgot that, actually. So yeah, no, I understand why you're losing your head. I see Rodri got done dirty, though. 89 rated with 58 pace, 73 shooting, 80 passing, 80 dribbling, 85 defending, 83 physical. How is that 89 rated? Oh, sorry, I just seen it there, Max. Ready to go whenever you are, mate. Oh, we're going for the green bean, are we? That's actually another franchise that's fallen off for me massively. I don't mean COD, I mean Battlefield. Like, up to Battlefield 3, we'd say. Baller of a game. And then since Battlefield 3, it's been a ball ache of a game. I don't get it. I don't understand how they absolutely butchered it so badly. Because, mate, the Battlefield games, whoa. When the first three in particular, like I said, when they actually launched, especially Battlefield 3. I mean, for me, it was ahead of COD at the time. But once you got into it, it's great. Yeah, this is the thing. See, honestly, Max, the earlier games, we'd say, even online was crazy fun. Especially if you had a good squad. I used to actually be alright at them. And then, after Battlefield 3, it just went down so badly. Now, I don't know, was it because of, we'd say, DICE selling themselves to EA or what, but they just stopped caring. I don't know if either of you have played 2042, but it's just a mess. Like, I'd have been fuming if I bought that day one. It was genuinely horrible. Some kind of money grind. Or grab, I should say. Well, see, DICE sold it to EA. Or sorry, I should say EA bought DICE, the studio behind it. And it did become basically a money grab. Like, it's kind of like what they do with FIFA, they release the same crap every year. Yeah, exactly. Release the same thing every year and somehow make it worse. Yeah. Although, I have to say, I'll give Project CD Direct a bit of credit. They did turn Cyberpunk around. Bit too late, but they did turn it around. It'd be interesting to see how Phantom Liberty does. Because I imagine that expansion is... I mean, they can't launch it the way they launched Cyberpunk originally. Yeah, exactly, it did take 3 years. I mean, it's sad to say that they're only adding car combat into the expansion. Like, there were certain things that were supposed to be in it from day one. No, I did play a lot of Cyberpunk after, we'd say, it got fixed, we'd say. It still had its flaws, but good game. So that's why I'm interested in seeing what they do with Phantom Liberty. One of them, I really liked the concept behind it, but again, it had its... Even bugs aside, it became very boring as time went on. But I'd be lying if I said I finished it, because I just kind of got annoyed with it. Although, something I haven't actually watched, since a lot of people have recommended it to me, is the Cyberpunk anime. FIFA for Switch are just embarrassing. New edition, Mike. Essentially, FIFA for the Switch, the EAFC, sorry, for the Switch, is going to be on the same caliber as old gen, we'd say, on PS4 and Xbox this year. Now, I'll believe it when I see it. Switch is rough, yeah. I mean, it's become very outdated. There's only so much you can do with what's in the console. Like, I don't get Nintendo's logic. Because, like, they have the franchises there. I mean, you could put Mario baking a cake and people will buy it. That could be the game, Mario cooking. People will buy it. It is zero, exactly. But like, you could have Mario cooking on the Switch, and it will outsell most other games released this year. Like, if they actually put effort into the console, like, did a console on the same spec as the PS5 or an Xbox Series X, I'd love to see it. I'd be behind it. Just to see, because they could actually be a big player in the market again. I mean, the Switch, you have to remember, is one of the best-selling consoles of all time. Oh, absolutely. Like, the Switch is up there as one of the best-selling consoles of all time. Oh, exactly. That's why I'd love to see them actually put effort into a console. Because they do have some, how would I put it, out there ideas when it comes to games that usually take off or play very well. But I mean, it's like you're playing in 10 frames. And to be honest, They just don't. Oh my god, I've got desync. Mm. Yeah, no, it's on me. I literally got hit with a bit of desync because I was going through there and the button didn't register. No harm though. Tis what it is. We can back out of this. We'll pretend that didn't happen. But no, I'd love for them to actually... If they built a console on spec with a PS5 and Xbox Series X, I'd genuinely be curious to see what they'd do. Like, could you imagine like a Super Mario game with the power of the latest machines? Like, it would be interesting. And as much as people will crap on me for saying it, could you imagine a new gen Pokemon? Like, it'd be an interesting to see. See, the thing is with Nintendo, they can just make, again, they could have Pokemon cooking and it'll sell like hotcakes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. See, the thing is, they can go with handheld still if they want. They can still have a Nintendo handheld. 100% they can. But like, it's only going to get you so far. I mean, most of the people I know that have a Switch, they still play it on dock. Like, they don't play it as a handheld. Because it's a block in your hands. It's not comfortable to hold. Like, it is literally a giant piece of machinery. Now, the OLED version might be different, but there's no comfort in holding a Switch for... If you're... Give me an example. If you were streaming on Switch, right, and you were trying to play for 3 hours on handheld, your hands would be raw after it. Yeah, they're literally taking a risk, Steve, because they're giving you the same version on the Switch this year as... They're giving you the same version on the Switch this year as if you were on PS4. Now, I can't see how it's going to work. Because I can only imagine the frame rate on that. I have been violated here. Apologies, Max, I have had an absolute stinker. Even when I'm jumping over stuff, it's just not registering for me for some reason. I'm literally right behind you. Might have gone for a bit of wave if the OLED is the same. Really? See, the weird thing is, I don't mind. Like, I've always been a Nintendo guy as such growing up. I've always had their handhelds and that. I do have a Switch. It is sat in my windowsill right now. It tells you how much love it's currently getting. I have a handful of games on it. Can you imagine a next-gen Zelda, like, if they actually went with a PS5 type machine? FIFA, that Switch, yeah. This is the thing, like, I mean, you'd literally be a matchmaker with no one. I said if news around 60 frames, which is crazy. Exactly. Do you imagine that, like, on a high-spec machine at 60 frames? But see, they won't do it because, I mean, it sells crazy anyways on the Switch as it is. But like, you look at their first-party lineup that they could potentially have on a new gen machine, if done properly. No, they weren't the best. If they actually, you know, push the ball out and went, right, we're going to compete properly now. Let's forget about the niche market and actually go for it and see what we can do. I mean, they can always go back to the niche stuff. But like, niche doesn't always work. I mean, I was one of like 10 people that bought the Wii U like an idiot. Nah, honestly, that was one of my biggest gaming regrets for buying. that machine was fucking terrible. Excuse me for swearing. God, my brain is not working anymore. Yeah, like I said, I was one of like 10 people that bought the Wii U. And I do regret it. And I was one of like 50 people that bought the GameCube. That happens. Well, we're off, fan. The Wii U did, but it just had no third-party support of any sort. And the controller was a bloody mess. I mean, the Wii U controller was basically the concept for the Switch, I think. GameCube was... I bought that day one, like I said, with about 50 people. I'd say that's about all that bought it. But it doesn't get the love it deserves. I mean, the GameCube had some serious games on it that were never talked about enough. Which, I mean, Nintendo do have that backlog catalogue, we'd say, of titles that they could redo. Yeah, exactly. They just said, no, we'll call it a day with it. The problem was with the Wii U in particular was the GPU was hardly any better than what was in the Wii itself. Like, they were always going with cost-efficient machinery, which I get. I don't want to have people be able to game on a budget. I understand that. People will buy a console, like, if it has the titles on it. They will save for it. I mean, look at the PS5. The PS5 doesn't even have the titles on it as far as I'm concerned at the minute. It has some good games. It doesn't have enough to keep you to spend 500 quid on it. Not for me, anyways. And yet, it's never in stock. Especially in Ireland here. Like, I've yet to see one in a shop that you could actually pick up and buy. Never in stock. It's like, I don't know, I find it an interesting concept. Having said that, I was also one of the idiots that bought the Dreamcast, so let's just say I never used to make the best decisions financially. I swear to God, if I choke this again, I'd be the only one to fall off like the other night. Okay. Dreamcast was the last Sega console, yeah. So, new Switch is just slightly bigger and has a kickstand. Yeah, because there's an awful lot of rumours going around that there is, well, there will be a new one in development, but that it could launch next year. Yeah, Dreamcast wasn't Sega's last console, and it was for a reason. It bombed hard. Your dad's convinced the Dreamcast is the best-selling console. See, the sad part about the Dreamcast was it actually had some very good games on it. It just didn't have enough. Like, Sega launched it without any third-party support. Like, you do that and it's over for a console. Like, you cannot have no third-party support. It just will not go anywhere. I mean, the thing that's kept Xbox alive the last few years is the fact that they've had third-party support, because they've had no first-party titles. What they have had has been like, you know, the Game Pass catalog, we'd say, and third-party support. God damn. Oh crap. I'm so bad at this. Come on, give me something. Give me something. I mean, where are we? Fifth one bit off. Okay. This isn't looking good. See, 9 points. Crap. I mean, I'm gonna try and go aggressive here, but it probably won't work. Or actually, it's not that. I've just looked at the points. We actually might be okay if I survive for a bit. Are you off the bed, Zay? I don't blame you, mate. Yeah, I'm chickening out of this, by the way, Max, and I'm just going for the high ground. Get a few more points out of it. I mean, I had to do something of substance. Have a good rest of the night. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I'll be calling this one soon anyways. But definitely be back in tomorrow. Not gonna lie to you, it'll probably be some Fall Guys again, so make sure you get some rest for it. Hey, no worries, mate. Be good. Oh, crap. Max, this is your turn to Oh, that nearly got me. That might still get me. I'm in great danger. Not sure how I'm still in this, to be honest, but it won't be for much longer. Nah, I'm out for definite here. There's no way I'm surviving. I'm gone. Yeah, that's ropes for me. Oh, the clutch. The clutch. Things you'll love to see. We're definitely clipping that one. GG's. Exactly, yeah, great one, Sandra. 100%. Now, so, as you may guess, I am actually going to call that there. But, yeah, as always, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. Because, like I said earlier, without you guys, this doesn't happen. So thanks so much, and I'll speak to you all soon, and peace.